Welcome to all the classic car enthusiasts. I won't be putting up too many videos because Amir is due to go on Monday night when I get back from the hospital, hopefully, if everything's working okay. And he's going to have a short time off, a short week off, and then come back because obviously I need someone to look after the dogs while I'm away in the UK. And like I said, I will be in Ashdown-under-Lyne. I'm going to stay in the Broad Oak Hotel in Ashdown-under-Lyne on the night of the 23rd, and I'll be up there quite early. So if you have a chance to join us, please drop us an email at davejaguar66@gmail.com, and I can get in touch with Alex, that's DJSE, and he'll organise seats for a meal and sit down. There's a bunch of guys coming that you know from YouTube, and it would be really nice to get together if you're in the area, or you can come up, whatever. So there'll be a lot of familiar faces that you know, and that would be great. Mini Tom mentioned something. I got quite a lot of response from the video I put up yesterday about, we were talking just basically about the prostate cancer, and I got such a big response from people, and it seems to me that there's nobody, I don't think there's anybody in the world that hasn't been touched by either a family or friends or somebody you know, a work colleague, whatever it might be, cancer seems to have touched everybody in some way. Maybe not just prostate cancer, but generally, and you know, it amazes me. I don't want to get political, that's not what this channel's about, but it amazes me that we can spend billions on weapons of mass destruction or weapons of war, and yet we have to have charities to fund you know, the basic health and life for like Prostate Cancer UK, whatever. And talking about that particular point, the gentleman that runs this E-Type club and the XK club is a chap called Philip Porter. And I'm obviously a member of both of these, because I have the E-Type and I'm building the XKs, and they've been so beneficial, these magazines. And again, this is why I started YouTube, because it was easier to show what I was doing, and then people could say, oh no, this is not right, that should be here, and so on. So this is again why I'm trying to give back a bit. You can see this is the article I do. In fact, that's why I'm down here basically. It's because I do this article every second month, because I'm so busy now, I can't do it every month. And this is why I'm down here, to take photographs and do a few other bits and pieces. Plus I wanted away from Vienna and the hospital and what have you. And he came up with a great idea. He suffered from prostate cancer, and he had a lot of treatment. I don't know exactly what he had, Philip, but he had a lot of treatment, and he's apparently okay now. We've never really sat down and talked about it, and this is the main problem. Young men, older men, whatever, they're terrible at not talking to each other about these issues and problems. And it doesn't just have to be cancer, it could be physical health, it could be mental health even as well, and people are terrible at not talking to each other. You know, they'll pass the time of day with and whatever, but nobody seems to want to get, I'm not saying you go to a total stranger and tell them your life story, but you know, at least your family, you know, or talk to somebody. Because they always say, there's an old saying, a problem shared is a problem halved, and I think that's true. But just talking to somebody about it. And the nice thing that's come up from this video last night is a bunch of the guys have said, you know what, it's given me a bit of a push and a shove to do it, because I haven't done it for 10 years. I won't go through the names obviously, but you can see the comments there yourselves. And as I said, it seems to me nobody isn't touched by this problem. So what they did was they had some years ago, they decided to get all the Jaguars they could together, E-Type Jaguars it started off with, and they did what they called, it's actually called, where are we? I'll get it for you in a second. Yeah, it's called Round Britain Coastal Drive UK. And what they did was, it was a very clever idea. They got a lot of famous people involved in it, and TV and so on and so forth, because they never had so many Jaguars. And they went around the complete coast of the UK, which is quite a way, quite a few thousand miles, 2,300, 2,800, I don't know what it is, around the coast. And they did it in relays. Some cars actually did the whole journey, not many, but some did it, and the rest, where people were living, they joined and then did legs. And maybe this is something I mentioned to Mini Tom, because he said, I'm really, I want to do something positive and blah, blah, blah. And maybe this is something we could think about. In fact, it wouldn't be a bad idea if you can get IMM involved in it, because there's a lot of people there. That might be the time to actually recruit and get people who see they're interested in different parts and trying to raise money for prostate cancer or any cancer. In fact, any charity, doesn't really matter. So I've done a little short video showing you how the drive looks and what we're intending to do with it, and a little bit in the workshop, not much. And as I say, there'll be nothing after this one till I don't know, Monday or Tuesday next week, whatever. I will try and just give you a little update if I can do a few bits and pieces, but I've got to be a bit careful. So I hope you enjoy the video and take care. So he's knocked the top down. It's down by 4 centimetres, so it'll go on easily now. Now he's painted all the steel work underneath. My little mini trailer. Yeah, he's painted all the steel work underneath. Got some locking bolts in the side here. I'll show you. Oh, excuse me. There you go. See, they've got these locking bolts underneath on both sides. Basically, that's a solid slide under there, and you can slide this whole back off if you want to. And yeah, that'll do the job. So, had a bit of a change round in here. This bottom shop. So this is just going to be metal work. What he's done is he's put all his spraying gear in there, so we keep it tidy. And yeah, just waiting for this storage tent to come. Got some more work to do on the Mini. That front aperture there needs doing. You can see here it's just not quite right. So what we'll do is we'll put the rubber in, try the windscreen up and see where we are, but that definitely needs to be cleaned down a bit, for sure. That's pretty good up to there, and then it's starting to, but it was gone inside and we had to repair it, so, but we'll check it first. So yeah, I'll turn the lights off, and this is what the drive looks like. So where this is like some rubber matting like they have in a kiddie's car playground. This will come up and we'll put 50 by 50 tiles in here, because we want to be able to move the jigs on the rollers. And then where you see this going down, this is the hardcore that's in it. This will have this type of shotter in it. Then we use a big vibrator compactor, and then put the blocks on, which I'll show you as we go up. So this is what it'll look like. I'll come all the way up here, and while I'm in the UK, he's going to do this, so you can see here's how it's going to look. A little bit of a dip there in the middle. You can see it's quite deep there in places. This is Amir setting it all up now, how it's going to be. So it's Amir the builder, not Bob the builder. Yeah,
yeah, Bob.
Bob the builder. So these are the side stones we're going to put in. These are granite, and they're going to be the hedging stones all the way down. And then these blocks here, oh sorry, these concrete pieces will go in between, across from one side to the other. My wife originally wanted earth in them and grass on them, but I'm not sure they're going to work very well, so I think we might end up just with a grey shot in it afterwards. Yeah, that's what it's going to look like all the way down. So at least we can still use it as it is anyway. So that's it for now. It's that time of the year now where we have to start organising bringing the non-winter plants inside. So we're going to basically we take these spare parts out here where the XK stuff is and lay them across that wall because they need to be watered every now and again over the winter. So Paul P was saying, is it only me that mentioned that you've got a plastic pig? It's actually fiberglass. Unfortunately, we keep it outside. My wife bought these from a home show in Grants, and there's this kind of mother pig and 3 little piglets that go with it. And the great thing is they don't eat anything and they don't shit either, which is good news. But unfortunately, this ear got snapped off. I was checking the gas tank for the winter, so we started to fiberglass it, and you can see, fortunately, it's quite a nice snap, well, if you can call it that. But you can see that's not a bad fit, so we're going to fix something up for it. But it is unusual to have a pig in a garage. But yeah, she liked it, so there you go. That's why it's in here. Yeah, so I won't do this will just be the last video until I come back on Monday night, hopefully. And you won't probably get that many because I can't really do too much, and Amir and his wife Rivka are going to go off for a week because they need to be back when I come to the UK. I'm planning to come around the 20th, and I'll be in Manchester on the 23rd at the Broad Oak Hotel in Ashton-under-Lyne the night of the 23rd. I think there's a bunch of guys meeting up. I'm not sure exactly all who, but I'm really looking forward to that. So yeah, and then basically I need some parts for this. I need the Evans coolant to run it, and that. So what we're doing today is I'm going to do some just light boxes and stuff and pick a few things up, but we're going to have a right good clean out here, and Amir and Rivka are cleaning all these up. We're going to take all the metal work and take it down into the lower garage because that's where we're doing all the welding anyway, and then we can lay some stuff under here, some parts and whatever. So yeah, that's really it. We're just going to have a bit of a tidy up, and we just need to make some space as usual, you know how it is in the winter. So yeah, that's it. So stay safe, keep the faith, enjoy your hobby, and batten down for Christmas. No, sorry, not Christmas, batten down for winter. Actually, I'm looking forward to putting the heater back on. I've got a paraffin heater. You see it's under this bonnet here. You can see it's one of those space heater type thing. Oh, I love the smell of paraffin. I don't know what it is. I think something in childhood, I think. Anyway, as I said, take care, be good to each other. Bye for now. Bye.